What is up, Pretty Fit fam? Welcome back to another YouTube video. We are on Vlogmas day 4. Yay! Alright, so without talking too much, you guys already see by the title of the video, I'm going to be giving you 5 tips for beginners who may have not started their fitness journey yet and are still looking to start, or people who are already on their fitness journey and looking for ways to get back on track. So this works both ways for beginners starting their fitness journey, also for people who are already in it and looking for ways to get back on track. So I'm going to give you 5 tips about how to get started or how to stay on track. Without further ado, let's get started with the video. All right, you guys, I got all my notes here. So don't mind me if I'm like reading, because I want to make sure I hit all the points that I wrote down. But tip number 1, for beginners, the biggest thing is creating a plan. For beginners and intermediate, whoever is watching this, either way, the biggest thing is creating a plan. And kind of with that, setting realistic goals. So this is probably one of the most important things that you can do in your fitness journey is creating. First, I'm going to dive into creating a plan, and then I'm going to kind of go off into setting the realistic goals. So creating a plan. Again, one of the most important things that you could probably do is creating a plan for yourself, creating a schedule. What time are you going to the gym? What days? Like, treat them almost as like appointments that you definitely can't miss out on. Getting a program if you need to, or getting a coach, and sticking to the plan, because you can create the plan all day long, but it's just a matter of sticking to it and making sure that you're following through with what you're setting for yourself, if that makes sense. So, but kind of a pro tip for creating the plan, just as an example, let's say, okay, I'm gonna start going to the gym early in the morning. All the early in the morning gym girlies, they go to the gym, they get it out of the way for the day, they start their day off right. That's what I do. I love starting my day off at the gym. I'm just a morning person. I like going to the gym in the evening sometimes if it's empty, but more than likely you will catch me in the gym in the morning, kind of starting my day off with that, because it helps get my mental right. So kind of a pro tip for that, I like to set my clothes out the night before, like set out what I'm gonna wear. And when I wake up in the morning, I don't even have to think about, I don't have to doubt, like, I don't even have nothing out. Now I'm gonna spend 5-10 minutes trying to decide what to wear, when the night before I'm already like, oh, this would be cute. I just put this together, set it out, everything's already clean. The only thing I have to think about doing is brushing my teeth, put my hair, however I do my hair that day, put my clothes on, you know, hygiene stuff, deodorant, whatever, getting my water. Most of the time I already set out my water, and I already set out my pre-workout if I'm going to take pre-workout that day. My gym bag is usually already in the car sometimes. Or more recently it has been, but usually that stuff is kind of already set out. So all I have to do is just grab it and go. So it also like limits the amount of time that you have to do things. So like if it takes you typically an hour to get ready for work, or whatever the case is, just an hour to get ready, like it eliminates a lot of time that you would typically use, because your clothes are already set out. Most of the time I don't do makeup because I sweat like crazy in the gym anyways when I take pre-workout. So I don't do any makeup. I just brush my teeth, put on Vaseline. Like as far as like my face, like I wash my face, or if I need to wash my face. Most of the time I don't, because I'm sweating. So I come back home and take a shower. So I don't do any makeup or anything like that. So I just get ready. It takes me like maybe 20 minutes at most to get ready, to like get up and get ready. And then I leave out of the house. So it's super easy. So that's definitely a pro tip when you're creating a plan, because it eliminates a lot of the doubt that you'll have in the morning, or even in the evening. Like let's say you're an evening person, you want to go to the gym. Like if you take your clothes with you and you get off work and you're like, I already have my gym bag, I already have my clothes with me, like I already packed everything. Like this morning I already packed my protein powder or like my meals to go with me, or what, just whatever. You already got everything ready for you to prepare for you to do something. It eliminates a lot of the doubt, like, okay, well, it's here, so I might as well just go. You know what I mean? Because then you take it back home and you're like looking at yourself crazy, like you didn't follow through with what your word was. Like, you know, be a person of your word. So that's number one on creating a plan. Now, setting realistic goals. This is also, like I'm saying, probably the one of the most important things that you could do for yourself. Because setting realistic goals, meaning your end goal, like, of course, think big, right? You want to think big. Like, your goal may be to lose 50 pounds or compete in a bodybuilding show or run a marathon, or let's say you want to deadlift, like, I don't know, 315 or something like that. Those are big goals. Those are larger goals. But if you're starting from ground zero, if you're a beginner, or let's say you are an intermediate and you have this goal in your head, if you're thinking of the big goal first and then a week or two goes by and you're like, why am I not hitting that goal? Or like, I'm not seeing any progress now. It eliminates, then you start to self-doubt, right? So setting a small goal, setting a realistic goal first. So let's say your goal is to lose 50 pounds. Okay, well, this month I'm gonna try to lose 2 to 3 pounds, right? You're starting something. Let me just start small because I know that that's achievable right now. Then I can get to my goal. Like, little stuff, little tiny wins, which I'll talk about later on, will help me reach my big goal, right? And that goes for anything, setting small goals first. So, the 2 to 3 pounds, or let's say you want to deadlift 315, but right now your PR is 225. Like, okay, we'll try to do 225 for 3 to 5 reps now. Try it for 3 to 5 reps. Then when you get that you can do that for 8 to 10 reps. Then you can start increasing your weight on it, right? So, you know, by 5 to 10% of weight. Just little things like that. So setting small realistic goals, because then that deters you from wanting to give up on your goal in the entirety, right? So goal number one, create a plan for yourself. And set realistic goals, whatever direction you may be looking at it from. Whether you're a beginner or you're kind of already in your fitness journey, creating the plan, which everybody needs a plan, creating a plan and setting realistic goals. Those kind of go hand in hand. All right, let's move on to number 2. All right, you guys, I have start eating healthier. So really, this is not necessarily for intermediate. This is more so for a beginner, somebody just starting their workout journey, especially since we're in December. I'm currently recording this. It is December 15th. We're on Vlogmas Day 4, December 15th. Around this time of year is actually really hard because I know a lot of people are traveling, going back home for the holidays. But if you think about it, if you're starting now before the new year even starts, you're kind of getting ahead of the curve of the new year, like, resolution kind of state of mind. This is the time of year where a lot of people tend to give up. This, you know, fitness people all around the world, you know, if you're really dedicated to it, like if you're in fitness and you're really dedicated to it, this time of year, you're not going to let up. But you understand what balance is, right? But for beginners who may not understand how to balance eating healthy versus I'm going home for the holidays, so I haven't eaten this all year, I'm about to splurge. We understand balance, right? So this time of year actually is definitely harder because I know people are spending money, but it's also a matter of just being mindful. So just choosing healthier options throughout your week, maybe when you are going home for the holidays, or just being mindful of how much you're eating when you're home for the holidays. Let's say just the first example that comes to mind are probably like college students. You're going home, you're going back home, you're moving out of the dorms, you're going back home for the holidays, and you're home for, let's say, I don't know, a month. So really whatever you're eating is what's in the house, of your parents' house, of your siblings, whoever, like wherever you're going back home to, that's where you're eating, right? So it's not really like your choice, because you don't like buy groceries. Unless you do buy groceries, that's a different story. But just being mindful of what you're eating on your kind of just regular days, like on your regular Monday through Friday kind of days. Also your weekends too. Being mindful of how much water you're drinking, or the supplements you're taking, or maybe tracking your food. Maybe start journaling your food if you're a beginner. Start tracking. Also MyFitnessPal. That's not sponsored, but that's a free app that a lot of people have. It's a popular app to track your food. It also helps you track your calories. If you want to start tracking your macros, just look up on Google like a macro calculator, just to see what, you know, by your age, your height, your weight, how active you are, just those things like that. It'll tell you how many macros you should be consuming. If you want to lose weight, it'll tell you what deficit you should be in, or if you want to gain weight, what kind of surplus you should be in. So little things like that. So around this time of year, it's actually a great time to start eating healthier, not by, I guess, like, how do I say, not by popular demand, or like, it's not really like a big, you know, popular thing around this time to like start eating healthier. But if you're starting before the new year, you're kind of getting a head start before a lot of people. If you're starting now, you're already like, you should already be planning your goals now, like thinking about your goals now, working towards your goals now before the new year even starts. So me personally, the nutrition part, excuse me, the nutrition part is probably going to be your most important aspect of your journey, because a lot of people grew up different. So your nutrition is going to look different across the board for a lot of people. So I would say that's number 2, just choosing more nutritious foods to eat, being more mindful of your food. Just start getting healthier now. Just start choosing healthier options right now. And then of course Christmas, you know, rolls around, and or whatever holiday you celebrate around this time of year, you know, of course, just being mindful and starting now. That's the biggest thing, starting now. And I'll get more into that later on. So, all right, on to number 3. So number 3, I have make it fun or mix it up. If you're not a beginner, if you're somebody who's been in your fitness journey and feels like you need to get back on track. So for my beginners, make it fun. So you don't want to jump into something and you don't necessarily like it or love it. You get into it and you're like, oh, you dread it every single day. It's like, it feels like a chore. And you have to think about it as like, you get to move your body, which a lot of people haven't been privileged, or all of a sudden aren't able to move their body. So you're super privileged if you know, you were woken up that morning and you were allowed to step on your feet and stand up on your own. So like, you're privileged to be able to move your body. So why not make it fun, right? Start with something, I would say start with something that you may have been interested in for a while, or maybe something that you did before that you really loved. So me, for an example, when I was younger, I actually used to love to dance. So once I got to like junior high, I would just play dance. Like I had a Wii. I'm sure you guys know what the Wii is. It was a super old game. That's the only like game like I had, but I had all of them were like dance games. So I was a chubbier kid, so I used to love to dance, and I would dance for hours at home, like just hours and hours and hours just dancing. And I loved it so much. And once I got to junior high school, I just, you know, the weight kind of just fell off. I mean, I was young, but I've always actually loved to dance, which a lot of people don't know. I've always loved to dance, so that's something that I've always loved. And I love to play volleyball, so that's why if you look in one of my previous videos, I talked about wanting to join a league, but it didn't work out this year. But choosing something that, like I'm saying, like making it fun, like if you enjoy it, it's more likely that you will do it, because like I said, you don't want it to feel like you don't enjoy it. If you don't love strength training, of course you may need it, like you may need it coming up, but starting your fitness journey, you have to get into first wanting to do it. And once you start to do it and you start to enjoy it and you start to love it, then you're like, okay, then you can kind of go into new things, try new things. Same for the people who are kind of already in their fitness journey, mix it up. So like for me, been strength training for years. It's been, sorry, my dog. But for me, I've been strength training for years. I would say going on, so next year will be 7 years since I've been strength training. I'm still on my journey. I'm not even like, to me, I'm not even close to where like I want to be like physically, mentally. In my fitness journey, I'm open to a lot of different like change. So that's why, again, in one of my previous videos, I told you all, if you haven't watched it, go back and watch. It's my Vlogmas day 1. But I also shared that I will start bodybuilding. So that's going to be a mix up for me. So I'm training different now. So a lot more volume, a lot more reps, and a lot less food that I'm going to start intaking. So it's going to be a mix up for me, but I'm excited about the journey. I'm happy to see. And of course, I'm going to have a series on like my road to stage and stuff when that time comes, because I haven't disclosed yet when I will compete. But it is coming up. Not coming up soon, but you know, you guys know what I mean. But for people who are in their fitness journey like myself, mix it up. Try something different. Try something you haven't tried before. Get out of your comfort zone. For the 1000th time, there's no growth in comfort. When I have these sit downs with you guys, I always feel like I'm wearing this hoodie, because you will never be at your full potential sitting in a space where you're comfortable. So get out of your comfort zone. It could feel weird. It could feel uncomfortable, but that's how you build your confidence. So when you're building your confidence and you're doing stuff that's different for you and out of the ordinary, and then you accomplish it and you achieve it, you're like, dang, I actually can really, like, I could do this, or that was fun, or that was hard, but like I did it. And that builds a lot of self-esteem and a lot of confidence for a lot of other areas of your life as well. So making it fun and mixing it up. That's number 3 for me. All right, on to number 4. All right, you guys. Number 4 of my 5 tips to get started on your fitness journey or to get back on track before 2024, a little bit of both. All right. Avoid comparison. This goes for both. I struggle with this. At least I used to struggle with this so much. But just avoiding looking at somebody else and wishing you were them. It's okay to admire other people. Like, you could be in a gym setting, or you could just be out and about and be like, oh my God, her body is beautiful, you know, I want abs like hers, or like I want my quads to pop like hers, or something like that. But to be like, I wish I was her, or if you're a male watching this, I wish I was him. I wish I looked like that, because genetically we are not all of the same makeup. Do we all bleed red? Yes, but we are all different. Every human being is different, so all of our genetic makeups are different. So as much as you want abs like that girl or that woman, or you want quads like hers, or you want glutes like hers, you want a butt like hers, or just whatever, you want the small like figure like hers, or you know, we do a lot of comparison, and everybody's body is different, and you just have to look at yourself in the mirror every day and just appreciate that your body does so much for you, and just love the body you're in while working toward the body that you want. Everyone is on their own journey, and everyone started out from somewhere. That's what you guys have to remember, that like that person didn't just wake up. Like, I didn't just wake up and I just had glutes. Like, I didn't just wake up and like my back is like more defined. Like, I didn't just wake up with these things. I worked, like I said. Like, I've been at my fitness journey. I've been doing this for 7 years and more, because I used to be an athlete, which most people in their fitness journey, well, not most people, but some people in their fitness journey started off as athletes. So you guys just have to think, it's not about talent. It's not about you just waking up. If you're not working for it, you know, it just doesn't happen that way. I get up every morning at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning to go to the gym. So it's like, and today is Friday, and I didn't want to get up and go to the gym. I'm posting this video today. It's currently 10:01 in the morning. I wish I was taking a nap right now, but I'm here recording for you guys because this is what I want to do. And like, it's just stop comparing yourself to it's a lot easier said than done, but when you're comparing yourself to other people who also may not have it all together, it's like you're aspiring to be somebody that you're not, when in reality it's just, life is just all about being authentically yourself. So, and also, this is not going to be like, one of the biggest things out of this is avoid comparing yourself to other people, because this is going to be a lifetime thing that a lot of people don't understand, that like you can't work out. You can't work out just for 3 months and think, oh, I'm going to hit my goals and I'm going to keep the body forever. No, that's not going to happen. Like, not at all. A lot of people who may know, who are in the fitness like world, we could work out for like, we could work out. We could miss like a week or two. Not saying you lost all your gains, but the moment you step back into the gym, you're like, dang, like I missed a week or two. And then you can really tell, like, you could tell, okay, maybe I lost a little bit of like cardiovascular endurance. Like, I'm kind of breathing a little heavy right now, you know? So like, we notice those things. We're very in tune with our body. So that's the biggest thing. Just being yourself. This is a lifetime journey. This fitness journey that you're about to start, this fitness journey that you're on, whoever is watching this, either a beginner, you don't know where to start, or somebody who's in the fitness journey trying to get back on track before this new year starts. Like, 2024 is coming in hot, okay? If you're trying to, like, if you're trying to think about it, just remember, this is lifetime. This is like, this moment, this day, this year is like a little baby percentage of what the rest of your journey is going to look like. So giving yourself grace, but remembering that change is going to be lifetime. Like, your fitness journey is not just going to be in 90 days. Like, can you see progress in 90 days? Of course. Can you see progress in 6 months? Can you see progress in 30 days? Of course. But it's not going to be like snapping your fingers and you have your dream body. If you're happy with your body, then you're in your dream, like, you know what I mean? But it's just a lifetime. It's going to be a lifetime. And then people who have dream bodies that you dream of, they're not even happy with their body. So just don't think that people who may look the best, or who have women with pretty hair, they have the nicest bodies, they might not even be happy with their own body. So just think about it. Just think about it. Don't compare yourself to other people, because that's probably one of the biggest mistakes that you can make in your fitness journey. Just stay true to you, stay true to yourself. Just go on your path, stay in your lane, admire other people. And it's going to be motivation. It's going to be motivation, like, oh, man, like, that's what I want. I want abs like that. I want abs. Like, she got abs. I want to look good on the beach too, But saying like, I want to be that person. I want her figure. I want her body. Like, no. Stop that right now, because you're on your own path. You're on your own fitness journey, and you don't know other people's story. You only have to think about your story, okay? You don't know how hard people worked for it, and you don't even know, you have no idea if other bodies are real or not, because a lot of people are going under the knife, going on the table to get plastic surgery. That's a lot of people now. So just be mindful of who you're comparing yourself to and who you're thinking that you wish you were, right? So kind of went on a long rant, but just avoid comparing yourself, because sometimes that can knock down your confidence too. And the idea is to build the confidence, to build the self-esteem. So, number 4, avoid comparison. In short, just avoid comparison. All right, you guys, last but not least, number 5, how to get started before 2024 starts or 2023 ends, and how to stay on track if you are an already experienced person on their fitness journey. All right, number 5. The biggest thing I'll talk about, I saved the best for last, is simply to start. That's it. That's literally it. It's just start. There's never going to be a more perfect time than right now to start your fitness journey. There will never be a better time. There will never be a perfect time either. You could wait forever to start, and you can wish forever to start your journey, but it's not going to happen until you literally just get up and decide to start. And it doesn't have to be January 1st, 2024. It could literally be December 15th at 10:06 in the morning to be like, okay, I am going to go look for a coach, or I'm going to look for a program that I can afford, or I'm going to go on freaking Google and look up workouts that I could do right now in 20 minutes, or I'm going to go on YouTube and search a follow along video that tons of people have, not just me. I'm not going to just promote myself, because there's billions of content out there for you to follow along to. Like tons of workouts that you can just do right now. Tons of videos to show you what to eat right now, how to do it on a budget. Just there's so many videos that you could look up right now, but you're never going to know and you're never going to do it until you just start. Like you just have to start. That's it. Like there's never going to be a better moment. It's just never going to be a better moment than right now to just start your fitness journey. If you wait until January 1st, there's probably the same, and I'm sorry I'm giving you guys tough love, but you guys gotta hear it. Like you literally have to hear it. There's probably somebody the same age as you who's doing the same thing in life as you right now, but they get up an hour early before you. They get up an hour earlier than you. You're hitting the gym. They're already done with the gym. Now they're eating breakfast. They're already a step ahead of you. I'm not saying, because I just said avoid comparison, but like, you just have to think about opportunities. Like maybe you are an athlete, right? There's somebody who's doing it just like you, but they're ahead. They're ahead of you. And not to say like you're in constant competition, because you're not. Like you compete with yourself every single day. You're trying to be 1% better. But that's the idea. You need to be competing with yourself every day to be better than what you were yesterday. That's the idea. Is like, get up. Yesterday, you woke up at 5 o'clock. Like this morning, I woke up late, but I still got my butt in the gym. Tomorrow, I can't do the same thing. I got to be better than what I did today, right? So it's just about like just starting. Like there's never going to be, I'm going to say this over and over again, but there's never going to be a perfect time to start. If you start now, then you're ahead of a lot of people who are going to start January 1st. You're already reaching your goals, because I'm sure a lot of you have heard this a million times, and I don't know if I said it a lot on YouTube, but I say this all the time in person. Your summer bodies, they're made in the winter. Just so you know, your summer bodies are made in the winter. So what are you waiting on, truthfully? Because December 15th, babe, we got like 15 more days left of friggin' December. Okay, like Christmas is right around the corner. Christmas is right here. So also along with that too, just starting, this will kind of be like my last kind of note on this, but like when you're just starting, the biggest thing is celebrating your wins. This kind of goes back into number 1 that I had about creating a plan and setting realistic goals, just a little bit. But when you just start, you can celebrate that. You could be like, I started, like I did my first workout today. Like celebrate your wins, celebrate your progress along the way, because every day you're not going to be motivated to start. Every day you're not going to be motivated to get up and go to the gym. Every day you're not going to be motivated to eat your meal plan. Like it's not as motivating, but it's about long-term, like, it's about the long-term gratification rather than the short, like, instant gratification, right? So just remembering that, like, you're bettering yourself in the long run. It's about health, longevity, your wellness, your well-being for the rest of your life, not just for the next 90 days. So I highly encourage anyone who's watching this video to simply start. Whether you're a beginner or you're trying to get back on track, the biggest thing is to just start. Starting could mean you go right now for a 10-minute walk. Starting could mean instead of drinking however many sodas you usually drink, reduce it by like 1 or 2. Starting could mean just standing outside to get some sunlight. It's more than just fitness. It's just about your well-being, like your health and well-being, like in the long run. Starting could mean like if you go to McDonald's every morning or you go and get coffee every morning, how about you just skip this morning? Like, I'm going to skip this morning and see how I feel. Just little things. So even in the littlest ways, you can start your health and fitness journey. So like I said, I encourage everyone who's starting to just start. Start today. Start right now. What are you waiting on? What's holding you back right now? Probably nothing. Probably nothing's holding you back right now. It could be finances. You can find stuff for free on YouTube. Could it be time? You don't need more than like 30 minutes a day to do stuff. You could do something in as little as 10 to 15 minutes. If you have 10 to 15 minutes between stuff, do something like that. Do a little HIIT workout, a body weight HIIT workout. There's tons of those on YouTube. Just look stuff up. Is it family? Get a membership. Go to a gym. Or if you live in an apartment complex like me, just go to the little apartment gym. If you can't get a membership, there's so many ways that you can make. You just have to decide. You just have to decide that there's a way around it, and I'm gonna get to my goals no matter what. Like, it may take you a long time. That's exactly what it's supposed to do. It's not supposed to be quick. It's supposed to take time. Like, greatness takes time. Greatness is not fast. What you want is not fast. Good things, they're not going to come fast. So that's all I got for you guys today. I hope that was super helpful. Let's do a quick recap. So this was really for my beginners, but also kind of tying in the people who are in their fitness journey trying to get back on track. If any of it relates to you, then take it as it is, if I could speak. So yeah, 5 tips to get started in your fitness journey before 2023 ends. Number 1, what did we say? Create a plan, set realistic goals. Plan out your days, what time, what happens if you're set back, sticking to your plan. Maybe getting a coach, maybe buying a program, planning your days out. Like if I'm going to go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or if I'm going to go Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, or if I'm just going to go Tuesday, Thursday. Like, plan your days. Set out your clothes the night before. Set out your drink. Set out your water. Set out your pre-workout. Get new running shoes the week before you start. Those kind of things, right? Number 2, start eating healthier. So, like I said, around this time of year can be hard. Just being more mindful of what you're eating, of the things that you're buying, of how many times a week you're going out to eat. This is where a lot of people tend to give up. So starting to eat healthier, choosing more nutritious foods that fuel your body rather than make you feel sluggish and tired and lazy and all day. Give your body stuff that it needs to be fueled and energized, right? This is the most important aspect of your journey, so really, really take note of this. Number 3, make it fun, mix it up. If you used to be a swimmer, if you used to play sports like me, or if you really like dancing, like try a Zumba class, try a workout class first. Try stuff on YouTube that you think you might like mix it up, make it fun, make it enjoyable. If you think you're gonna like, I don't know, tennis, like, I don't know, just something random. If you think you're gonna like it, try it. Or if you've been interested in it for a long time, go ahead and give it a try. Like, if you really think that you're gonna like a Pilates class or a yoga class, give it a try, because that's not the first step, but try it, make it fun, mix it up. That's the first step to enjoying your journey, is making it fun. All right, number 4, avoiding comparison. I went on a huge rant about this. If you missed it, go back and watch the rant. Everyone's on their own journey, just period, point blank. No need to compare yourself to other people. You're in competition with yourself every single day, looking in the mirror, wanting to get better, loving the body that you're in, appreciating the body that you're in now, but working for better. That's just the biggest thing. Don't compare, because everyone started different. Everyone started from somewhere. So that's number 4. And lastly, but not least, for the 1000th time, simply start, you guys. That's literally it. Starting your fitness journey is probably one of the best decisions you're going to make. Bettering your health, bettering your mental, bettering your physical well-being for the long run, and then you start to enjoy it. This is probably one of the best decisions you'll ever make. So that's what I got for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys learned something. Hopefully it were helpful tips for this time of year. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button, drop a comment down below if you tried any of these tips or if you found any of these tips helpful. Go ahead and turn on that bell for notifications. And as always, stay pretty fit, fam. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Happy holidays. Mwah.